Hey all, it's a shout out from Joel Pippus. I've been skateboarding about 25 years here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I grew up, and I currently work at an organization called Hull Services, which has a whole bunch of different programs who support children, youth, and families with exceptional needs of all kinds. And that's the context of the project that I lead as well, which is called Push to Heal, and uses skateboarding as an alternative treatment through the lens of Dr. Bruce Perry's work, his Neurosequential Model, as an alternative component of treatment and treatment for the high needs folks that we serve. And when Dr. Willing reached out about this project, I was excited to reflect on what exactly it means in terms of our project, this concept of skate, create, educate, and regenerate. And so I think first of all, this project, Push to Heal, was created just out of a set of observations around the impact that spending time in the skate park was having for some of the kids that we serve, and in terms of the attachment to progress in their treatment goals. And so out of those observations, this model was created that we are working on and tweaking and excited about. And I mean, of course, that connects and is fueled by creativity and skateboarding in general, and skateboarding as a creative outlet. So, I mean, that's clear through all sorts of things, through tricks, through choice of fashion, through approach to skating, through artwork, and basically just generally the way that skateboarders interpret the world around them. And I think that is a good transition to educate. So with this idea of alternative ways to interpret the world around us, one of the main things that we are focusing on with Push to Heal is educating the public, educating systems on this idea that skateboarding has a lot more to offer than I think it's often given credit for. We look at skateboarding as a pathway to emotional regulation, to developing resilience, to connection to healthy communities. And so I think that educate component for the public, for systems, is critical. But also we run programs in schools, and we know that students, or anybody really, can't learn unless they are first regulated, and skateboarding can be a pathway to that. We also know that skateboarding has this massive cross-curricular potential and benefit if people are willing to do the work. So skateboarding is full of math, it's full of physics, it's full of art and social studies, and not surprisingly, students love to learn through an activity like skateboarding and spending time in a skate park, sometimes a lot more than they love sitting at their desk. So I would say, yeah, that's another way that we really focus on education and this kind of concept of why can't skateboarding / the skate park be the educator and the classroom, and why can't we help facilitate that? Then lastly, in terms of regenerate, we're really focused on and excited about this concept because, as I mentioned, through this lens of Dr. Perry's work, we know that when we use skateboarding intentionally and skillfully, it can be a full brain activity, and as a result of that, it can help the brain to heal from past trauma, to develop healthy new connections and a more resilient stress response system. So not only do we believe as a result of that skateboarding can be regenerative for individuals, but we also think that for communities. We've seen how the injection of a healthy skate community or a healthy group of skaters into a community can be regenerative, or a new community facility that can be accessed for skateboarding. So yeah, Dr. Willing, thanks so much for the work that you're doing and the opportunity to send the thoughts. Hope you're all well.